it's Triple C here. I'm Justin, and this is Triple C Show. Justin Card. So right now it's just me. No Olivia, no Mystere. There is Elroy, but he's sleeping with his eyes open. No question. It'll make your mind hurt. So the reason Elroy is here instead of somewhere else usually is because I cut him a deal that he could sleep here as long as we can see his drum set or whatever. So he's like, okay, you know what? I don't care. I gotta sleep. I don't know what this lizard does at night. But he's tired, so he's sleeping right now. It's a perfect opportunity to camera just pan over there, and you can see that is the drum set of Elroy's brand new restored drum set that we did in a recent Triple C video. We're back in the restoration / building game, and quite proud of that. So anyways, if you haven't seen that video, go take a look at it. If you don't want to see it, it's okay. There it is. There's the finished product. But today we're going to get into Justin car. Now, this video is not about my car, my personal car. It's about cars in my head. And I think, honestly, we could save a lot of time with learning about the company if we just called it Cars in Our Head Incorporated. Because that's pretty much what Triple C is. But Triple C's idea stems from something from my past. So, a brief history of Triple C, like brief, is that me and Joe came together and said, hey, we both share this dream, let's do something about it, basically. And that's as brief as I'm going to get into it. The reason I bring that up is because that really started with a dream I had growing up. To my best knowledge, anyways. Joe can knock me out of the sky with that, which is fine. But to my best knowledge, it's been a dream that I've had since I was very, very young. So I always wanted to create my own car company. So I did when I was young. And it was called Justin Car. I named it after myself. And we produced all different types of cars in my head. I had my main flagship vehicle, the Sonette. We had a vehicle, the Scallion, as I called it, which was this big SUV. I almost kind of akin it to like a semi-truck with 4 doors and like a roof piece on the back. I can't really explain it. If we show a picture of the Insurgent from GTA 5, I think you can kind of, maybe I'll see if I can contort that image to make it kind of look like what I'm talking about. So it would look like that if I ended up popping it up. I also had another one, the miniature version of my flagship called the Manette as well. And that was pretty much it. It was not a big lineup. I'm pretty sure we had all these little other cars and planes and boats because as a person who has a very rambunctious mind, you come up with all different sorts of things. You could go down to the boat yard and see boats and you want to create a boat. Or you go down to the airport and you want to create a helicopter or a plane or a blimp, or you might want to create something brand new. And this was no different when I was a child as to now. So Justin Car was a big part of my life before Triple C. That was my Triple C growing up. And yeah, I just wanted to share that because a lot of our Triple C concepts actually, well, there are Triple C, I should just say, not a lot, but there are Triple C concepts that date back to the early years of my life. These cars have been with me since my younger years. So now we're going to get into those. The Sonette, which is the first one I talked about, that was the flagship. I know it's crazy to think about it because the Sonette, if you've seen our C5 episode, you'll know that the Sonette it's kind of a flagship, but it's nowhere near the Nova Viera and Libra big 3 sort of level as it was when it was a part of my Justin Car company. So that was kind of a big change with the Cinet, but the Cinet's still there. The name's still there. It looks almost identical to it. The Cinet itself, I'm not sure if I went over this, but the Cinet was actually based on a Nissan R34 Skyline. No, is it? No. That I had. It's like Rampage. Let's see if I can pop a picture of it up. I have it sitting somewhere around here. But long story short, that model is what inspired the Cinet. So I guess you could say the Cinet was kind of copied from somewhere. Of course, when it became part of Triple C, we had to kind of put our own little spin on it, so we did that, and that's what the Cinet is. Onto its younger brother, the Minette. So there was always going to be a smaller version of the Cinet, even before the company even started, if you want to say that. Of course, when I realized that we didn't have any two-door front-engine sports cars, we had plenty of mid-engine two-doors, I realized there was only one thing to bring back, and that was the Minette, a old friend of mine. That, I can't really say what it's based on because it pretty much just is the Minette, the Cinet, but I made it small, that's all it is. The Scallion, which is the final one, that I would compare to as our Comet, maybe, or maybe our Georgia. If you've seen our more recent Georgia C5 episode, I guess it's something like about that size. It was pretty radical. To my best knowledge, it had 2 rows, so you had a front seat area and a back seat area, and then you had the back area, which was like a house, so you could live out of it. So it was like an RV type of thing, and that was pretty much the style that I was going for back in my younger years. So I don't know really how to look at it now. Was it a great idea, or was it just a crazy idea? I'm not too sure. Without this company, there wouldn't have been a common base knowledge to have a CillerCrocCustoms. So that's why it's such a big deal to me that this company existed in my life, in my head, of course, and I am very glad that I'm able to share it with you. So, kind of another thing is to pay homage to it. 2023 marks the 16th year anniversary since I created this Justin car. Now, no one has to get up and clap, because honestly, we all really don't know what it is. Hell, even I don't really know what it is, and it was something I created. It's been that long. But 16 years ago, I had an idea to start a car company, and 16 years later, I had the same idea with Joe, and with you guys joining us along for the ride. So, what a perfect way to end it off. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed today's video, so make sure to leave a like and subscribe to Triple C Day. If you want to, you don't have to. We do not pressure you to. Just, we hope you enjoyed it. I'm hoping in a future Triple C Show episode, we'll go over the companion piece to Justin Car, and that is going to be a story for another day. But hopefully you guys enjoyed. I'm Justin. This has been Triple C Show, and we will Triple C you later. Peace, guys.